Hey all, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to share with you about 7th Lord of Divan chart in the 4th house of D9 chart. Okay, it is different because 7th house of Divan chart tells about your spouse. Okay, so placement of 7th Lord of Divan chart in the D9 chart is very important because it will give you so much information about your spouse. Okay, what your spouse will become after marriage, and basically what will be their conduct in marriage, no matter how is their behavior before marriage. Okay, because slowly as the Navamsha chart will get activated, the behavior of your spouse will be accordingly your the placement of the 7th Lord of Divan chart in the D9 chart, and not only 7th Lord of Divan chart but also 7th Lord of D9 chart. Okay, so this is the thing. So 4th house tells about the comforts, the luxuries and the domestic life after marriage. 4th house of Divan chart tells about your home before marriage, and 4th house of D9 chart tells about your home after marriage. Okay, land and property that you will derive from your marriage, your partner, or how much wealth your partner will bring, if your partner is gonna bring luxuries in your life. Okay, or whatever your partner is going to bring in your life, and also the peace of mind that you will derive from marriage, because 4th house also is the first of Moksha Trikon, and it tells about how much peace actually you are able to derive from your marriage, will also be told by the 4th house. Okay, so 4th house is the house where you feel comfortable, where you don't have to pretend to be somebody else, or even you don't need to dress well. You can be the way you are. You don't need to pretend. Okay, you can be your true self in front of your family members, and you don't need to pretend anything. Okay, so that's why the placement of 4th house is very important, and the 4th house of D9 chart will tell about the peace that you are going to derive from your marriage or later in your life. Okay, so you need to check firstly also the placement of your 4th Lord of D9 chart, where it is placed, and the planets that are placed, like if malefics are too much influencing your 4th Lord or 4th house, then somewhere you will have to like compromise, or like you will have to deal with some kind of ups and downs. So what I feel is that if you are really spiritual and you don't care, okay, and you don't have any ego, jealousy or anger, no matter what happens, you're calm and peaceful, just like Buddha. Okay, so all these things are not going to affect you. If you will get affected by all these things will not stop to affect you. So it's better you leave everything on destiny, on God, just like I do. Otherwise it becomes so hard to live on this planet, right? Which is too much material, and seriously, for the people who are spiritual, or the people who are not too much into the material things, for them this world really becomes a bitter place if they meet people who are too much material, and they get broken heart because of all these people. Okay, as we talk about the planets placed here. Okay, so firstly, if your 7th Lord is Sun in the D1 chart, and it is placed in the D9 chart 4th house, which tells about your spouse. Okay, so your spouse will have the characteristics and the features of Sun, the planet Sun. Okay, which is a hot planet. Okay, which is a leader. Your spouse will firstly have a good physique, good body, can have less hair. Okay, no matter how much confident they are from outside, no matter whatever they show from outside, but from inside, internally, they really need peace, and they really need to have like strength, and they really need to have like calmness and peaceful life. Okay, no matter they are having that angry kind of nature in front of the people, but internally they will lack confidence, will really want to live peacefully without anger, jealousy, and be like a real sun, because fourth house is opposite to the 10th house. Sun is a planet which wants to shine, and now it is coming in the fourth house, which is a house of home. Okay, so it loses its directional strength here, but it gives you property, like you will have a good home, like a kingly type of home, and your spouse and you may live a kingly life. Also, your spouse will be very much dominating at home, like whatever they say should be done. Okay, a bossy kind of spouse you will get if you have sun as your seventh lord in D1 chart. Okay, so that kind of spouse you will get. So sun in the fourth house is actually not a bad placement, it is a good placement. Okay, but only you have to see the sign. It is very good for spiritual development as well, because of this placement of sun, actually you're not going to have ego at the later stage of your life. You will be very much calm and composed, which is very good for your spiritual development. Okay, because the real king is the one who serves the people, and even he bows down in front of even the poor people. Okay, so that is the real king. You have to become a real king who doesn't have any kind of ego, jealousy, pride, or anything, not even anger. Okay, now if it is moon, so moon in the fourth house basically shows a spouse who loves to live a comfortable life. Okay, moon is a very delicate planet. Okay, moon is a planet which doesn't like to work hard, and when moon is placed in the fourth house, it shows that your spouse will love to spend life in comfort and luxuries, will also love to have peace in home. Okay, the positive thing is that you need emotional comfort from your spouse, and that you will get. Now if moon is debilitated here, it shows like a very deep emotions will be there between you and your spouse. However, as it is debilitated in the water of Scorpio, it shows ups and downs or mood swings in your spouse and even you. So like emotional ups and downs or some kind of misunderstanding may occur between you and your spouse because of this placement of moon. Okay, it also shows that after marriage you will prefer whenever you will come back your home from work, you will prefer to like just stay peacefully, just be calm, and you will desire that when you come home, your all stress and tension, all the worries should go away and you should just feel comfortable. Okay, you are also going to feel peace of mind at home. So this is a really good thing for you. First, it gives an emotional spouse, a beautiful, good-looking spouse. It is a good placement. You won't like to take debts. Okay, you just want to live peacefully, and even to construct your home, you will not like to take debts for that. Okay. Also, you will want to have emotional fulfillment at a workplace as well. You'll find a work where you are really able to work peacefully rather than with stress. Okay, you will not like to work in stress. Rather, you will prefer working in an environment where you are able to feel calm and composed and focus on the work rather than taking stress. Okay, now if it is Venus, so Venus placed here gives a beautiful spouse, someone who is very much interested in luxuries or beauty, media and all that thing. Your spouse will bring luxuries in your life depending upon the placement. After marriage, when Navamsha gets activated, okay, it is also possible that your spouse may be from a very good family, from a rich family, and you get home and all the luxuries, comforts after marriage. Quite chances are, high possibilities are there. Okay, It shows firstly that your home will be very beautiful, no matter it's small or big, but you want to always decorate your home. Your spouse can be interior designer, like will want to decorate home, will want to make home look very beautiful, because Venus is beauty. Okay, moon is emotion and Venus is beauty. Okay, what we see, the beauty of life, that is Venus, romance. And of course romance will be there in the marriage. It can be also love marriage. Okay, but the dignity of Venus is very important. Venus gets directional strength here. Venus loves to be here. You love to be at home, you love to work from home, you love to enjoy home, and you love to enjoy your time at home and with your family members. Okay, so very beautiful. Home will be there and beautiful environment. But also see if negative planets like malefic planets are influencing this Venus, so somewhere you will have to a little bit suffer because of that, because of your karma. But don't worry, everyone has some kind of ups and downs, like some kind of negative influence on the planets, but that doesn't mean you will not get anything. Of course you will get. Life is something which is full of ups and downs, so just be calm. Okay, now if it is Mercury, so Mercury is actually a planet which, wherever it sits, it actually adapts the qualities of that house, which is highly adaptable planet. So Mercury is a planet which is very cunning, very logical, very intelligent, okay, clever planet, okay, and rules mathematics, accounting, business. Logical planet, practical planet. Okay, when it comes in the fourth house, firstly it gives a very communicative, logical, intelligent spouse, a spouse who manages the home really well and manages the finances very well. Here I'm talking seventh lord of divine chart in the D9 chart. Okay, someone who manages the finances of home really well, someone who manages the duties of home really well. You also find that many people come in your home and like you all gossip together, or gossiping and all is always going on in your home. So all these things you will observe after marriage. Also very communicative environment at home, where you and your spouse love to share ideas with each other, love to share your thoughts. Okay, so your spouse will also be very communicative, always speaking or sharing ideas. Okay, it is also possible that you may do some kind of business from home, your spouse may do some kind of business from home. So Mercury is good here. Okay, it doesn't mean it is bad. Also you may all have short journeys always, or neighbors may be frequently coming your home. Okay, so we have to see it this way. Also you may take debts sometime, you may take debts, so you need to be very careful, or the debts of your spouse may come to you and you will have to pay it off, karmic debts or any kind of debts. Okay, now if it is Saturn, so Saturn is a planet of duty, commitment, discipline, loneliness. Okay, Saturn delays but never denies. Saturn wants to teach us something. Okay, the results of the planet Saturn are delayed. Why? Because Saturn wants to prepare us to get the results. Okay, Saturn always gives a result at the right time, and when you will go against the will of Saturn and like snatch your destiny or whatever is your wish, it will go waste. Okay, because whatever is not yours, you're not going to get it. So Saturn wants to Saturn wants you to focus on your work, hard work, and don't worry about what outcome you will get. Okay, what result you will get. Saturn wants you to focus on the present situation, because it is a task of Saturn to give you the result. It is not your task. That's what Saturn wants to teach us. Now, it shows a cold-natured spouse, a disciplined spouse, someone who is very much dedicated, someone who wants to serve, someone who really wants to serve the family after marriage. So your spouse will serve you and your family after marriage. Okay, very much dutiful and dedicated spouse, a loyal spouse as well. So, and also you can take debts. Debts may really make you worried, so please be careful while you take debts. Also, restricted environment will be there at home. There may not be very much communication between you and your spouse sometimes, but your focus will also be on your career. Career growth will start after marriage. You will see changes coming in your career, or if Saturn is retrograde, then also you'll see that whatever you did, good or bad in the past, karmas, basically career, you'll get the fruits after marriage. Your spouse may bring changes in your career, okay, or your spouse will have a very bigger say in your career, okay. Now if it is Mars, Mars is a hot planet. Why? Because Mars is a soldier. Mars wants to conquer. Mars wants to fight. Okay, Mars is a restless planet. Mars has two natures. Okay, first, it is very restless. It wants to conquer. It wants to fight, and it's very straightforward. And second nature of Mars is very mysterious. Okay, the Scorpio sign. Someone who doesn't show his or her emotions, someone who doesn't show what is going in his heart, and someone like Mars wants to dig deep into the things, to know the facts, like to even for knowing the facts or going deep into the darkness, we need the light of Mars, we need the courage of Mars, because anything can happen because it is dark. So we need the light of Mars, the courage of Mars, the strength of Mars to go deep into the darkness. Or we can say that for even going through, or for even facing the ups and downs of life, we need the strength of Mars. Or we can say that even for going through or facing the ups and downs of life, we need the strength of Mars. So your spouse is sitting in the 4th house. Firstly, it shows your spouse will be very competitive and dominating at home. We want that whatever they say should be done. They should be controlling. Otherwise, they will start to argue or fight depending upon if it's enemy, exalted, or what kind of sign. If it is enemy sign or negative sign for Mars, like debilitated, then you will see that chances of fights are higher. Okay, so how to deal with that situation? Whenever your spouse gets angry, you just need to be calm and composed and make them understand by the language of your love, and trust me, they will understand. Your spouse should also do that. Whenever you get mad at them or get angry, they should explain you with love, by the language of love, and you will understand. Okay, so this is only the way to stop the arguments. However, your spouse and you will do anything to protect the marriage, okay, and will also like break the boundaries, or you may also fight against the something that is coming in between you and your spouse, or is stopping you and your spouse from getting married, whatever it may be the situation, the family or legal issues. You will fight against them, okay, because it gives a strong ability to fight. You will fight for your homeland, for your family, very much protective towards the family, towards the spouse, okay. It also gives a spouse who is very much good at home, like they manage the home very well. They can be good cook and they love cleanliness, everything they really do very well. They have strength, you know. Someone who manages the home should have strength, should have that willpower, and should have the courage, because managing home is also not an easy task. So that's why it gives a spouse who really has the strength to manage the home very properly. Okay, now if it is Jupiter, so firstly it shows a very benevolent spouse, someone who is very dutiful, dedicated spouse, someone who is very much intelligent and wise and matured spouse, someone who understands. It also makes you very much dutiful towards your home, like you will have to perform your duty towards your home. You cannot escape that duties, okay. Or it also shows that the environment of your home, the kind of environment that our spouse would maintain after marriage, kind of environment your spouse will maintain after marriage will be very much religious, philosophical, or a very positive and optimistic environment. Your spouse will always try to bring optimism in marriage, no matter what. even the situations be worst, but even the situations be worse, your spouse will always try to make the situation better and always try to spread positivity. Wise matured spouse. Okay, also it may bring sudden transformations after marriage, career growth after marriage. You will also become very wise and matured, and also will try to lead your co-workers by your intelligence and knowledge, or gain leadership position, or gain respect. You also want to be respected in your home. Okay, you'll have like library or love reading. You and a spouse will love to read books or share ideas or communicate about very mature things like philosophy or higher learning, higher education, religions, astrology, or communicate about all these stuffs. You'll see that very learned people like priests or astrologers or very educated people, very wise matured people are coming at your home, and you are having any discussion with that, and you are having any discussion with them. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe.